Throughout history, people have vanished without a trace, leaving behind unanswered questions, shattered families, and haunting mysteries. These cases are more than just stories. They are puzzles that continue to defy logic and reason. Today, we'll explore the 10 most mysterious disappearances in history that will send chills down your spine. And trust me, number 1 will blow your mind. A case so baffling it might change how you view reality forever. Let's begin. Number 10. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony, 1587. In 1587, John White led a group of over 100 English settlers to Roanoke Island, located in what is now North Carolina. After setting up the colony, White returned to England for supplies, only to be delayed by war. When he finally came back in 1590, the colony was deserted. There were no signs of violence or struggle, only the word Croton carved into a tree and crow etched into a post. Theories about their fate are numerous. Some suggest they joined nearby Native American tribes, while others propose they were wiped out by disease, starvation, or conflict. However, no bodies, graves, or significant evidence were ever found. Recent DNA studies have hinted at intermingling with native tribes, but the truth remains elusive. Roanoke remains one of America's most chilling mysteries, and every clue seems to raise more questions than answers. Number 9. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart, 1937. Amelia Earhart, a trailblazing aviator, vanished while attempting to become the first woman to fly around the world. On July 2, 1937, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, lost radio contact near Howland Island in the Pacific Ocean. Despite a massive search effort, neither her plane nor her remains were ever found. Many theories surround her disappearance. Did she crash into the ocean, unable to find the tiny island? Or did she land on a deserted island and survive for a time? Some believe she was captured by the Japanese military, while fringe theories even suggest espionage or a secret identity. Over the years, artifacts like a piece of aluminum and a 1930s-era makeup compact found on Nikumaroro Island have reignited the debate, but nothing conclusive has ever surfaced. Earhart's fate continues to captivate the world, a symbol of ambition shrouded in mystery. Number 8. The disappearance of Flight Mo 370, 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight Mo 370 took off on March 8, 2014 from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, carrying 239 passengers and crew. About an hour into the flight, the plane veered off course, heading into the Indian Ocean. Despite the largest and most expensive search in aviation history, the main wreckage of the plane remains undiscovered. Theories about its disappearance range from mechanical failure to deliberate actions by the pilot. Was it a hijacking, a tragic accident, or something more sinister? Some debris, like a wing fragment, has washed up on islands near the Indian Ocean, but the mystery remains unsolved. Beaumont 370 is a haunting reminder of how even in the modern age, a massive airliner can vanish without a trace. Number 7. The disappearance of the Sodder children, 1945. On Christmas Eve in 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. 5 of the 10 Sodder children were believed to have perished in the fire, but no remains were ever found. Suspicious circumstances surrounding the fire led their parents to believe the children had been kidnapped. The Sodders received strange phone calls, saw unfamiliar cars watching their home, and even found the ladder that had been moved from its usual spot. Years later, Jenny Sodder received a photograph of a young man resembling her missing son, adding to the mystery. The case remains unsolved, with no evidence to confirm whether the children died in the fire or were abducted. Number 6. The disappearance of Jim Thompson, 1967. Known as the Silk King of Thailand, Jim Thompson was an American entrepreneur who vanished while on a trip to the Malaysian highlands. On Easter Sunday, he went for a walk and never returned. Despite a massive search involving police, locals, and even psychics, no trace of him was ever found. Theories range from him being attacked by wild animals to being kidnapped or assassinated due to his connections with U.S. intelligence. Some even speculate he chose to disappear intentionally. Thompson's disappearance remains one of Southeast Asia's most perplexing mysteries. Number 5. The disappearance of the Beaumont children, 1966. In January 1966, 3 siblings, Jane, Arna, and Grant Beaumont, went to Glenelg Beach near Adelaide, Australia, and never returned home. Witnesses reported seeing the children with a man, but no one has ever been able to identify him. The case captivated the nation and led to one of the largest investigations in Australian history. Over the decades, various suspects and theories have emerged, including serial killers and child trafficking. Despite the passage of time, the Beaumont children's fate remains unknown, leaving a dark shadow over Australia's history. Number 4. The disappearance of D.B. Cooper, 1971. The story of D.B. Cooper is one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history. On November 24, 1971, a man using the alias Dan Cooper hijacked Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, traveling from Portland to Seattle. After passing a note to a flight attendant stating he had a bomb, Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting for the plane upon landing in Seattle. Authorities complied, delivering the ransom and parachutes, while Cooper released the passengers but kept the flight crew on board. Cooper then ordered the plane to fly towards Mexico City at a low altitude and slow speed. Somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, he opened the plane's rear stairs and jumped into the night with the money strapped to his body. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Cooper or most of the money was ever found, sparking countless theories about his fate. Some believe he died in the jump, while others suggest he successfully escaped and lived in anonymity. In 1980, a boy found $5,800 of the ransom money buried along the Columbia River, but this discovery only deepened the mystery. Cooper's audacity, cool demeanor, and the daring nature of the crime have turned him into a folk legend, inspiring books, films, and endless speculation. To this day, the FBI has never identified D.B. Cooper, making his disappearance one of the most captivating unsolved cases in modern history. Number 3. The disappearance of the Mary Celeste crew, 1872. The Mary Celeste is one of the most famous maritime mysteries in history. Found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in December 1872, the ship was intact with its cargo of denatured alcohol untouched. Yet the entire crew, including the captain, his wife, and their 2-year-old daughter, had vanished without a trace. The last log entry gave no indication of distress, and there were no signs of a struggle or violence on board. The ship's lifeboat was missing, leading to speculation that the crew abandoned the vessel, but why? One theory is that fumes from the alcohol cargo created fear of an explosion, prompting the crew to leave in a panic. However, no signs of fire or damage were found. Others suggest the crew may have encountered a severe storm, pirates, or even mutiny. The lack of physical evidence has also fueled more fantastical ideas such as alien abduction or attacks by sea monsters. The Mary Celeste has been the subject of endless speculation, novels, and films. Despite exhaustive investigations, the fate of its crew remains a mystery, leaving the ship's story as one of the most enduring legends of the sea. Its tale is a chilling reminder of the ocean's power and the secrets it keeps hidden. Number 2. The disappearance of the Flannan Isles lighthouse keepers, 1900. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers vanished from the remote Flannan Isles in Scotland, leaving behind an eerie mystery. The relief crew sent to check on the men discovered an unsettling scene. The lighthouse was fully operational with its lamp lit, yet there were no traces of the keepers. Uneaten meals sat on the table, a chair was overturned, and one of the men's coats was still hanging on its peg. The logbook's final entry reported a storm, though local records showed the weather was calm. Theories about their disappearance abound. Some believe a massive rogue wave swept the men into the sea as they tried to secure equipment. Others suggest that one man fell into the water and the others perished while trying to save him. There are also darker theories involving foul play or even madness brought on by the isolation of the job. Local folklore adds a supernatural twist, with tales of sea monsters or curses linked to the islands. Despite investigations, the fate of the Flannan Isles keepers remains a chilling enigma, immortalized in books, songs, and countless retellings. Their story continues to haunt the imaginations of those fascinated by the mysteries of the sea. Number 1. The disappearance of the lost colony of Atlantis. Atlantis, the mythical advanced civilization described by Plato, is one of the greatest mysteries of all time. According to Plato, Atlantis existed around 9,000 years before his era and was a utopian society with unmatched technological and architectural brilliance. However, its glory came to an abrupt end when it was submerged beneath the ocean in a single catastrophic event. Plato described Atlantis as an island larger than Libya and Asia combined, boasting vast riches, a disciplined society, and impressive maritime power. Some scholars argue that Plato intended Atlantis to be a metaphor for human greed and the downfall of societies that defy divine law. Others speculate that it might have been inspired by real events, such as the volcanic eruption that destroyed the Minoan civilization on the island of Santorini. Despite centuries of exploration and research, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm Atlantis' existence or its exact location. Modern theories range from it being located in the Mediterranean to places as far as the Caribbean or Antarctica. Others believe it could have been a highly advanced prehistoric civilization wiped out by natural disasters. Whether real or fictional, Atlantis remains a symbol of lost knowledge and the dangers of hubris, captivating explorers, historians, and dreamers for millennia. And there you have it, minus 10 of the most mysterious disappearances in history. These stories remind us that the world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Which case do you find the most chilling? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more fascinating mysteries that will keep you up at night.